We got to get a Yeti cooler. It's ridiculous.
Do you have a Yeti cooler?
I do, but I do.
Where'd you get that?
Where did I get that? Are you serious? If it says Yeti, I'm buying it. They just came out with a new.
Buying it.
Yeah, what? Oh, you're talking about when it was gifted to me?
Yes, I am.
You know, this is like the greatest thing. Stuff your pockets with cash.
I wouldn't say you're a tool.
Did you just pet the goldfish?
No!
No! Oh, come on! Well, here we are, two middle-aged white guys.
Speak for yourself.
Yes, ready to have it fun. We should just have you get up and walk around to show people how you limp. You're getting a new kneecap, I understand.
I am indeed. Yes.
Getting a new kneecap.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Enough with
the man of steel, though. It's a steel kneecap.
Enough with the interesting insights. Why don't we have a little beer here? And we're down here in Kentucky. Kentucky Bourbon Ale. That's Brian
Bourbon
brings
barrel.
a beer for.
Is that a twist?
It is not a twist.
I think we.
God. And we're back. Yes, we are. We're back in Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, with Kentucky Bourbon Ale. What do you know about this beer?
It has bourbon in it, as the name suggests, and it's made in these bourbon casks, and it tastes fabulous. It's higher concentration as well.
So you know these things because you are now an official Kentuckian, correct?
I am. Cheers, brother.
So just tell us a little about who you are. You came north of Mason-Dixon line, now you're south of Mason-Dixon line.
Grew up in Chicago, went to P&G, did the Cincinnati thing, been there 28 years, and now down here for about a year. It's already been a year.
And have you injured yourself down here yet?
Oh, I'm sure I have. I can't list them all. So.
What things have gone wrong with your body the last 5 years?
In the 5 years? Shoulder had about 6 things wrong in there, including a labrum and a rotator cuff. Ripped my Achilles heel, had that totally repaired, and then had 2 different knee surgeries, and now I'm going for the mother. I'm becoming the bionic man. Yes, it's going to be a knee of steel.
Shoulder, Achilles, labia, and your knee.
Thank you very much.
That is ridiculous,
Yes.
the number of things
Yes.
that you've had. So we're just going to keep you sitting here so you
Indeed.
don't get up and pull anything different.
Don't want to get hurt. Absolutely.
So you're in Kentucky. What is the one thing about Lexington, Kentucky? If you were just to be an ambassador for Lexington, you should want to live in Lexington because?
It would be UK basketball, which dominates. The horses and the horse farms would be next, as well as Keeneland. But I would say the quality of the people. It is probably the nicest place I've ever lived. And I've lived in a lot of places.
And what do you do?
I help the 4 campuses down here in central Kentucky. We went through a merger at about last September.
Yeah.
And it's been a great, great ride.
So things that I say up preaching in Cincinnati have not always gone well in a more serene, conservative Bible Belt place.
That is absolutely an
what
understatement.
kind of things would those be, just in case people in Lexington are watching this, that they can
Sure.
relive those beautiful moments?
Yeah, so they feel comfortable?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd say that I've used the word penis probably 6,000% more since you said it on our opening weekend. It was just classically timed. We had it on the very first service. And yeah, it was about a spider biting a man in his privates. And
again, that was the headline.
It was again,
Man
that was the big deal
spider
to you.
Beats, spider
not
bites
down
man
here.
penis.
It was not the big
Again.
deal here. And then wearing your jeans out by scratching too many times, that didn't help. That just doesn't help. It's just not helpful.
I'm very sorry for that. How many more times do you want to clink beers? You're not
I don't
even
know.
buzzed. You're just clinking my beer.
I'm cheering to that one too.
All right, okay, good.
Instead of doing a toast, I'm just giving you a click.
I appreciate it. Are you jealous that I have a Yeti koozie that keeps my beer warm?
Well, I wonder if that was
you
one that you
do
got
not?
for free in our hotel room when we were at that conference, or if you actually bought that.
I think I might have actually bought this one. That's a good story.
There was the biggest haul of Yeti to be had at a conference we went to down in Birmingham. And we walk into the room, and it was clearly for Brian. It was not for me that they were putting out this display. They were very excited that you were coming and speaking and doing some other stuff. And so we walk into the room, And all of a sudden, your eyes just lit up about 15 inches wide. And you said, look at all that Yeti. And you immediately went to it. And you looked back at me like, do I have to share with him? And I said, no, keep it all. You're Mr. Yeti. Go after it. And so from that time on, we were just Yetiing out the whole conference.
My goal in life is for this YouTube channel to get so big that the friends at Yeti, who I don't have right now, that I like that you would sponsor. You would actually sponsor Brian Brings a Beer, and we can afford a koozie for everybody, and we would also get rid of this stinking igloo. What is this igloo?
It looks like an igloo.
So let's all
it's a Playmate. A Playmate. It's worse than igloo.
Oh my gosh.
Playmate.
This is not my cooler. Not my cooler.
Oh, sure.
But Brian Brings a Beer needs their own props. No, it's not. We need our own props, and it has to have as many Yeti things as possible.
That on the boat.
That include my favorite 3 letters, F, R, and E.
Huh?
Free. I want free Yeti stuff from Yeti.
We should add another E, but anyway. You have a very amazing approach to life that allows you to live in more freedom than I do.
There's a verse in the Bible that says, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Doesn't say where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's religion. Doesn't say where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's conservatism. Doesn't say where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is, you know, tightness and fear. It says where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. So my base operating thing is, God has put me here to enjoy my day, enjoy my life. And if there's an idea I have, unless there is a reason in the Bible from God that I should not go after that, then I should just go after that. And I also think it's to my wife. When we first received the invitation to go to Crossroads and start a church with 11 people, my feet went immediately cold.
Yeah.
But she said, "What are you talking about? You're meant for this. You're made for this. We need to do this." And that really pushed me over. So
outstanding.
Being with her has been a big
Well,
thing.
I'll say that I have a wife who's a total gamer also. I don't step into that as freely as you do. I think there's something for us to learn. It'd be good for you to teach on that too.
Have you always been like that, or is that something that's happening the older you get?
No, it's the opposite. I'm actually becoming more free. When I'm hanging with you, we have more fun than I normally do with some of the other people that I have. And I think you really
Who are those people? Who are the people who are boring that you have? Just name names.
I will name
Who
no
is
one.
not fun and who just is like a stick in the mud?
I will not name Darren, who's our executive
Oh,
pastor.
Darren!
I love Darren. He calls himself the what of fun?
Director of fun.
The director of fun. And when he's smiling, it looks like this. So anyway, no, I have more fun when I'm with you, and we do fun things together. I think there's a play orientation that you also have a pretty interesting insight on.
I had a turning point related to fun when Crossroads was 5 years old or so. I was in a small group with a bunch of guys, and one of the guys in the small group said, "Hey, let's go out to Vegas, and let's take our wives, and let's rent some Harleys, and let's go on a bike ride." And I thought, that's the most stupid, wasteful...
Oh, really?
Oh, completely. I thought, that's the most stupid, wasteful thing I've ever heard of.
That really surprises me.
Well, because I've come a long way since then. And the idea that you would take time off just to have fun and money when there's things to fund, college for kids, people dying of starvation all over the place, that was so beyond my mind. I mean, my head was down 24/7 things at Crossroads. But in this situation, I went, okay, there's a bunch of guys I'm trying to bring up in the ways of Jesus.
Yeah.
Maybe this would be a good ministry thing. So we did it. Personally, not really excited about it, but we did it. At one point on day 2, Lib was on my back. We were riding through the Grand Canyon, and I realized I haven't thought about Crossroads at all.
Which was a good thing.
Oh, yeah. It's totally different for me because I'm always waking up thinking about my job and everything.
Yeah.
Like, wow, something really happened here. And that really started a revolution of fun for me, of not demonizing fun and seeing fun as restorative. And what do you know? I found out that my productivity, my creativity in preaching, my energy for other projects actually went up with fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of fun.
Is that it? We got the last dregs? Oh, I got a chug here.
No. It's whenever my beer is done, not yours. We don't want you to over-drink and over-imbibe. But at the end of the beer, that marks the end of Brian Brings a Beer, because Brian's beer is done. That's all that matters. When my beer is done, doesn't matter, because it's all about me and my beer.
Hey, if you like Brian Brings a Beer, subscribe right now, right here, or share with a buddy you think would also dig it. Click away.